afraid of no ghosts.
Corporeal manifestations, full-scale psychomagnetheric events, exiled Sumerian gods. For a fleeting, ephemeral moment, we were heroes. Celebrated across the city, heck, across the world. Unparalleled in our field. Preternatural pioneers on the brink of discoveries our scientific forefathers could never have even dreamed of. At even the slightest implication of paranormal activity, Now, I'm sure you're wondering what happened. Chalk it up to a huge misunderstanding, a fallout. For a while, I wasn't sure why I was getting out of bed in the morning. And some mornings I didn't. That's all behind us now. We saved the world yet again, and we're back. The firehouse cleans up pretty good, huh? At one point, some hotshots bought the place and turned it into an overpriced Java joint. But now, we're up, running, and firing on all 16 cylinders. All to code, too. Well, most of the codes. At the very least, the codes we're aware of. For me, it's the energy of the old place. Pure ebullience, galvanic energy coursing through the air. And no, I'm not talking about anything psychokinetic, ectoplasmic, or paranormal. Just good, old-fashioned human emotion. Provinces of the living. Oh, I didn't know how much I needed to be back. How much Winston needed me back here. But someone from the old guard has to hold down the fort, you know? Because there's still real work to be done. And that's where you come in. The phone isn't ringing off the hook right now, which is a blessing and a curse. What's good for business is a bad omen for everything else. But if it were up to me, I'd still be in the thick of it. But it's time for a new generation. And that's you. You have the chance to peek behind the capricious veil of life itself and see firsthand what exists on the other side. So don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Well, slimy, really. And yes, that might mean having to pick up a book or two. What people don't know about the Ghostbusters could fill 10 encyclopedias. And before you even ask, yeah, I've thought about it. Been approached by some very interested parties, which isn't saying much. Every hack and wannabe with a laptop can be published today, whether they know the science or not. And trust me, they don't.
Ray?
Go ahead, this is Ray.
Is there someone there with you? Let me guess. The new recruit is there with you? Ray, you gotta let them get to work. All trainees report directly to the firehouse, remember? Over.
That's our time. Good talk. Off you go to meet Kat. Welcome to the team. Don't worry, I'll be in touch.
I'm so glad the Ghostbusters are back.
Back for you, maybe, but for me, they never left. I mean, sure, some people left. And for a while, it was just me, and a phone that never rang. But not anymore. Things are heating up around here. And that's why we need help. Enthusiastic young minds, ready to face all of the otherworldly apparitions materializing in this plane of existence. I've always felt that the Ghostbusters are an invaluable societal resource. Like teachers, doctors, or custodial workers.
course it's not that.
Then what is it?
It's...
Look, I know y- And speaking of Ray, based on the fact that you're 15 minutes late for your orientation, I'll assume you've already met him. He has a tendency to get worked up and can forget that we have an onboarding process for a reason.
Love Ray like a brother, but he needs to get out more.
Allow me to introduce the head honcho, Winston Zedmore.
Welcome, kid. Happy to have you on the team. I may sign the checks, but don't go around calling me boss. If you have any questions, don't ask me. Call Cat.
That's me. I run operations here. You and the other busters will get your jobs dispatched from me. Any trouble in the firehouse or the field, you come to me. Got it? Oh, and before you go, grab that radio off my desk. Okay, no time to waste, so let's get moving. First up, your jumpsuit, which you'll find in the closet. Pretty self-explanatory what that is. If it isn't, we've got problems. Head-to-toe meta-aramid polymer isn't the style for everyone, but I'm sure you'll find a way to make it your own. Keep your frequency tuned. I'll stay in contact. Now go ahead and suit up.
Hey, we could really use your help out there.
Hey, it's Kat. You decent? Come meet me in the alley. Target practice.
Well, 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 look at you. How do you feel?
Ready to roll.
That's what we like to hear. Go ahead and pick up that proton pack. Sorry, that it's the... Not to worry, though. The base tech is solid. That being said, we have some fun new modifications in the works. Winston's got a tech guy upstairs, but you'll be wielding this for now.
This is so freaking cool.
Now, let's learn how to use it. First up, the particle thrower. You had the toy when you were a kid, like I did. You can imagine the real thing has some actual kick to it. And don't forget, that pack's gonna overheat if you sustain fire long enough. So make sure you vent before you enter. Good work. All right, let's try some tethering. The ghost will try to escape your tether by pulling against your pull direction. When you see the tether getting damaged, pull in a different direction to counteract. Already hooking them like a pro. Once you've got tethering down, the next part is the trap. Try deploying the trap first, and then you'll learn how to activate it. Deploy the trap beneath the ghost if possible, especially if another Ghostbuster already has it tethered. The trap needs to settle before you can stomp the pedal and open it. Got it? Nice! Now to open or close the trap, you need to be in range of the pedal. Once it's open, pull the ghost into the field of the trap until it starts to get sucked in. The ghost can still escape, even when it's in the final pull field. So keep an eye on them until the trap is completely closed. And make sure to monitor the trap's battery, because the charge can drop fast when the trap is deployed and open. When you need to retrieve the trap, look down the pedal or approach the trap itself. Once you've retrieved it, the trap battery will begin recharging. And that's how you trap a ghost. Well done! Not many can pull this off on their first day. You've got skill. Now do it 40 more times.
Come in, Cat.
Hey, boss. What's up?
Keep it down out there. The neighbors are starting to complain. Again.
All right. We could always just move on to using the PKE meter. Take it inside?
Perfect. You got one down there?
Sure do. Right here.
Eddie can walk you through it. I don't know what he does. And Eddie, are you on this channel? Eddie?
This is the only channel you give me access to.
Yeah, and for good reason. Listen, we got a new recruit that needs some pointers with the PKE meter. Walk them through it. Maybe give our kind and understanding New York neighbors a break.
I would, but I'm a little busy right now. I think I'm close to finally cracking what that smell is. See, there's this tiny gap between the radiator and the wall. And what fits perfectly between radiators and walls? Alright, if you pass your entrance test, this device should pretty much be second nature to you. The psychokinetic energy meter is one of the oldest and most valuable devices in the Ghostbusters arsenal. I wish I could take credit for its invention, but predates even me. Somehow.
Standard ghost tracker.
Bingo! Instead of further lecturing you on scientific breakthroughs, why don't I just show you? There. Do you see how it's responding? The PKE meter becomes more active based on the direction of the signal. When you're right on top of a paranormal entity, you'll know it. It's picking up on the metaphysical energy that empowers not only ghosts, but tons of other negatively charged objects. When the PKE picks up the metaphysical energy of ghosts and objects, it'll light up and make a bunch of noise. The screen displays a pattern depending on the type of signal being tracked. A cascading dot pattern means it's ecto energy, whereas an ascending dot pattern indicates a ghost drift. The sidearms will raise and lower depending on whether you're pointing it at the signal or not. The main screen and light elements will not illuminate if a signal is not present, so move around until you hit something. That's it! Congratulations! There's a chance you may not die on the first job.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Is that what it was? A toddler without a frighteningly advanced piece of technology could have found that one. Dare I say you're actually pretty good at this? Hurry up and find the last item so we can both move on to the fun part of this job. That's all of them. Good thing I wasn't timing you. My watch battery would have died.
You're the office funny guy then, huh?
I've been told that people warm up to me. Okay. You can bring the PKE to the lab now. I think I just feel better knowing I checked it myself.
So, how was that experience?
Congratulations. You have soared up the rank.
Never thought I'd be back in this place. But it feels, well, feels right. I'm sure some folks are surprised that I'm the one running the place now.
Hello. Quick, hand it over.
This place is wild.
Jungles are wild. Chaotic flora growing in all directions with reckless abandon. Everything you see here is exactly as I intended to be. And if you forget, you're as good as a gazelle in a lion's den. Dead. You're dead.
Yikes.
I bet you're wondering why we're not using the more advanced gigameters, huh? It's the never-ending struggle between science and budget constraints. Looks like everything is calibrated and ready to go. Okay, now that the minutiae is out of the way, let's get into the good stuff. Don't think that they just keep me around to calibrate supernatural dowsing rods for rookies, do you? Wait, I just realized that probably no one introduced me. Cat, did you introduce me?
Absolutely not.
Hello, I'm Dr. Edmund Chan, but you'll call me Eddie, because everyone does, and it's what I prefer.
It's nice to meet you, Eddie.
Not knowing a single thing about you, I'm gonna refrain from saying likewise. No offense.
None taken?
As you might have inferred, I run the lab here at Ghostbusters HQ. That means research and development, full technological oversight, and the occasional new recruit instruction. If you have any questions about any of your equipment, I'm the one to ask. Only me. Don't talk to anyone else. They don't know anything. Like that cyclotron on your back. I bet you didn't realize that it could be upgraded. Enhanced power coils, frictionless ionizers, you get the idea. Tons of things that you'll use every day out there on the job. Mopping up ectoplasm, heralded as a hero.
Are you okay?
The point is, bring me your gear and I'll make it better. Got it? Good. Looks like that's your cue.
Gonna have to cut your orientation short. We've got a job and I need you all.
I'd wish you luck, except I don't believe in logical fallacies.
This is too quiet.
How's it going?
Just repeat after me. Go. I'm gonna take you up on that.
Watch out, ghosts. Here I come.
What was that?
There's a rift here. Need a minute to pull down. Note to self. Stay with the group. Just a bit longer. I'll check over here.
I'm not too sure about this place.
No problem. This is nothing but your... You know what they
Thanks.
say about fear? It's just false evidence appearing real.
All good. Just had a moment.
Between you and me, I'd barely call this a Class 1 haunting. Okay. All good. Just had a moment. Okay, let's see what's over here. It's great you've come all the way out here. You know what they say about fear?
If you're
Just
supposed
fall.
to say
All
that,
in all,
it's
you're
really
holding up great. You're barely breaking a sweat or vomiting on yourself.
Thanks.
All in all, you're holding up great. Don't be scared.
Are we gonna
Okay.
die?
Just chill.
It's true, the job is high risk, but you wouldn't
Don't be
believe the
silly.
dental plan.
It's fine. How's it going out there?
I'll check over here. Ghost! Ghost!
I bet you're wondering why you're one of the few people here. This firehouse is a work in progress, but it's our HQ. This place is special, and I really want it to be the jewel in the crown of our team. No pressure, though. We're a team, working together to watch each other's backs. That's how I learned to be successful, and I learned it right here. Don't sweat it if it feels like sometimes you're the only one around. We'll never send you into the field alone.
Show them how we do things downtown. But don't forget about the rifts. That's where the ghosts manifest.
Yeah! That's cowboy for it. Let's get the rest. Easy for anyone else?
Keep your pack at the ready, and you'll be fine.
Hey, what's up?
Just stay calm. Thanks for getting up today.
Hey. You're
Better hold on to this. Greetings.
Ghost captured. Now, focus on the rifts. There's still more to destroy and permanently end it.
Not over until every last one is closed. Thanks very much. Rift sealed, ghosts congealed. All in all, a solid day's work.
Listen up, I've got big things underway. Report to the bookstore immediately. Keep this between us. Over. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Take a seat or stand, make yourself comfortable. What I have to show you is of the utmost importance, and can't wait a second long. You see before you, perhaps the most prodigious discovery known to the metaphysical science community. Look familiar? It's the first, and I mean very first, edition of Tobin's Spirit Guide. The holy grail of supernatural encyclopedia. I finally tracked this down a week ago, and it just arrived. I had to overnight it from... It's best you don't know. Now, I can't deny that my possession of such an extraordinary artifact does naturally provoke questions as to how and where I got it. It's no secret that Tobin is a hero of mine. Throughout Ghostbusters operations, the Spirit Guide has been our de facto resource. Even now, over 100 years since its first publication, it remains the most respected compendium in the paranormal investigative medium. No other researcher, metaphysician, or common raving supernatural-obsessed maniac has gone to the lengths that Tobin did to chronicle that which is not of this world. Although some might say, given his sordid later life, perhaps he went too far. Like Tobin, I too fell down a rabbit hole at a young age. This mildewed tome has been my elusive golden goose, my singular vice and obsession. I paid a great deal of money, well, Winston's money, to some questionable individuals who have scoured the farthest reaches and risked countless perils to find it. It turns out it was right under Tobin's nose all along, literally. It was found in his coffin, resting on his now concave chest. John Horace Tobin had his Spirit Guide buried with him. Here, a keepsake from your first occult book acquisition. Never forget this moment, kid. It's a big one.
You there! Yes, you, Ghosty. Tremble in trepidation, for before you I stand, the magnanimous purveyor of the paranormal, leading scholar on the supernatural, once known in another dimension long ago as John Horace Tobin. I have shed my mortal coil and appear to you now, lost spirit, as the gatekeeper between the world of the living and what lies beyond. Behold! Behold! Oh, bugger. Give us a sec. There we are! Today is not your finest day, Ghosty, but it is your luckiest. Prithee, look to me from here as your guide to what exists beyond existence. Fear not the eternal darkness, for I shall light the lamppost which illuminates your passage. Follow the... First, you need to find your footing. A figure of speech, of course, because as you've probably noticed, you haven't got any feet. Get a feel for floating about. Soar to your putrid little... Well done, Ghosty. Say, are you a quick learner or have you been dead before? Well, never mind it. See the giant schism in the sky over there? That is a rift. Once you enter, you'll be transported to your very first... Welcome to my garden of otherworldly delights. A job's a job, and yours is to terrorize and torment. So, get in and let's get cracking. A bevy of charms and abilities reside at your disposal with which you may scare and wreak havoc. Conserve if you can, Ghosty, for your psychokinetic energy is a precious commodity. You must cool down periodically, or your powers will not work, including your ectovision. A Ghosty's most important resource is psychokinetic energy. Use it wisely. It'll take a bit of time to get the old juices flowing again once you've run out, so be mindful of draining your energy. Keep one eye on your meter, and you won't get caught on a full moon with your knickers down. Savvy? Never underestimate the rewards of cowardice. Behold! All around you is a world of possessibility. Use every object you can to duck, dodge, and wait for the perfect opportunity to spring your spectral trap on the unsuspecting living. If one of those egregious ghost hunters is nearby, possess an object to hide. While your energy recharges inside a possessible object, be wary. One of the more invigorating features in your cabinet of curiosities is the ability to phase. You'll be flying at high speeds from one end of the map to the other before you can say Jack Robinson, who I met, by the way, with a blown-out bulb, if you ask me. There are several phase portals inside each match that will allow you to pass through the impassable, like that wall, or a different wall. Mostly walls. Or if it tickles your fancy, try it on some of the plebs and busters. You should... Respawning from rifts is key, so pay attention. If a ruddy Ghostbuster gets you by the gills while a rift is active, you will respawn at the rift. However, this destroys the damn thing from further use. There are 3 rifts available to you hidden inside our rifts, so act accordingly. Busters will try to eliminate these rifts, limiting your methods of escape. Fear not. You can retrieve and hide these rifts throughout the map to send your opponents into a light escape. A full location haunting starts with teeny tiny baby steps. Try individually haunting different rooms to increase your power, allowing for faster energy regeneration. Civvies and busters alike are easily scared in these predicaments, and if you see a floating brolly, that's because objects in these rooms begin haunting themselves, in turn creating a diversion, allowing you, Ghosty, to hide. You can actively haunt objects too, but why waste the energy, I say? All right, enough preamble. Let's get to the good stuff. Horrification. As an otherworldly, temporary spirit, you are denied so many earthly pleasures. Therefore, we must fill the void with other exquisite.
Oh my god!
That's right. Scaring the pants of anything that moves. Try it and let me know how it goes.
Something out there? Something out there?
out there?
No way!
Stay back!
Run! The best defense is a strong offense. Or is it the other way around? Either way, these next two tricks will be sure to send more than a shock up the trousers of those Warren face to face. Whereas you and I love ectoplasm and everything to do with it, the living can't stand it. Literally, cover them with enough and they won't be able to stand at all. Oh no! What's this? You've become ensnared by the power of the dreaded electric lasso. Then you must... If, God forbid, you are pulled into the final ghost trap field, it's curtains for you. Almost. You will have a brief moment. Now, Ghost. Should you, despite all maneuverings, be seized in the final, fatal capture, find your way back to me, so that I might imbue you with the power to haunt once more.
Whoa, kid. You still with us? You look like you saw a ghost. I know it's the job, but still, you look scorched. Call me delusional, but I wager there's more to this book than meets the eye. But don't worry. You and I are going to figure it out. Anyway, we'd best head back to the firehouse for now.
Keep your pack at the ready, and you'll be fine. You've got ribs to take out if we're going to bust this thing.
What the heck was that thing? Listen, this is what I do. Find the ghoul and make it drool.
You mean it
Help
goes?
has arrived.
It will?
Very funny. between you and me, I'd barely call this a Class 1 haunting.
Sounds good.
They're not coming back.
Watch out. That place is getting more haunted by the minute.
Ghost captured, rifts closed. You love to see it.
Ah, Rookie. You're a pretty big fan of the Busters, aren't you? Did you know that Egon has a granddaughter? Her name's Phoebe. And let me tell you, this kid is just the best. If she ever stops by the firehouse, you gotta meet her. She actually told me this joke the other day. Why did the dentist go bungee jumping? To have a brush with death. Cracks me up every time.
Show them how we do things downtown.
Ghost captured. Now, focus on the rifts. There are still more to destroy and permanently alter.
That's cowboy for it. Let's get the rest.
Not bad.
Nothing in there. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.